All right, all right, all right. Hey, yo, what's up, Nadira? What's up? What's up? What's up? Come on in. Come on in. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? What's going on? Hot Girl Zoro on Twitch. What's going on? What's going on? All right, all right. I'm doing great. I'm going great. The live just started. The live just started. The live just started. We're about to get started quickly here. The icon reading tour. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right, just give me 1 second. I just gotta. There we go. Okay. I think we're all set. All right, so I think we got enough people in here. We got 55 people in here, and we got X amount of people on Twitch. Thank you to everybody who's gifting. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, so we pretty much have everything set to go. All right. So, thank you for existing. Oh, thank you. You're funny. You're funny. All right. Would I ever do a reading on the Astroworld situation? Didn't that happen a few years ago? How you doing, Angelus? How you doing? My favorite Butch Queen? Who's a Butch Queen? Favorite Butch Queen is insane. That is insane. Alright. Alright. So I think we're ready to get started. I want to do... The point of me doing this reading was to do the... to talk about Lindsay Clancy and what's going on with her case. So I had to watch a few videos to kind of familiarize myself and get myself up to speed with her because, like I said in the last reading, someone was asking me to do a reading about it, and I was just completely unfamiliar. So, yeah. So let's get started with that. Would I ever do a reading on Cyclospora? So for my members on Patreon, that's actually going to be the next reading. Not just Cyclospora, but the salmonella that's in the food, the shortage on eggs, and everything else, because there's a lot of stuff getting recalled now. So I'm going to do a reading on that for Patreon. That reading should come out tomorrow because I have a big ass gap in my schedule and I have time to record that video. And normally with Patreon videos, I can edit them, record them, and post them right away. So that's gonna come tomorrow. We are reading about Lindsay Clancy. She done strangled, murked her kids, and now she's playing crazy about it. So we're gonna read about it. The cat's eye readings are fun. I appreciate that. They want us eating bugs. I bought eggs today at the store and they were mostly gone. Yeah, because it's like people are trying to get them where they can. I actually need to buy new eggs. My brother hooked me up with a farmer's market down here, so I'm gonna try to run and get some eggs because I can't. I'm just too scared now. Yeah, she apparently her kids. Does Travis Scott see all the people at Astroworld? I may do a reading about that, but that might have to be a Patreon one because if I put it on YouTube, nobody's gonna care. Yeah, I honestly think that the world is going back to the old ways. We're seeing people make their own food, make their own clothes. My mom's friend owns a chicken farm and he's been gifting me some eggs. See, that's lucky. Keep up with that. I don't even take that for granted. They're saying she had an episode where she had postpartum. I was seeing that too, but she could be. We're gonna throw the cards and see. We're gonna start the story. Purple Passion, you're on TikTok, so click the link in my bio. It's in my link tree. It's in my link tree. I feel like we're good. Yeah, we kind of are. I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's gonna be bad for at the very least. If it's not bad for the next 7 years, we'll spend the next 7 years recovering. Because this administration did a number on our country. They just did. They did us in bad. Um. But yeah, let's see. Actually. I'm just trying to fix the chat window here. All right. I'm gonna just leave that as it is because I'm just trying to monitor how many people are in here. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So, Lindsay Clancy. That's the first segment. Lindsay Clancy. Spirit. For the case that is currently going on against Lindsay Clancy, show me what we need to know about the case. Show me what we need to know about Lindsay Clancy and was she allegedly, well, not allegedly, she did do it. What they're trying to prove is why she did it, because that's going to determine if she gets sent to jail for murder or if she gets an insanity plea. 5, 4, stay out of white people. 3, 2, 1, stop. What do we need to know about the Lindsay Clancy case? I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if it was actually postpartum, but I am seeing mental illness in here. I am seeing a lack of having your facilities together. I am seeing a lack of your rational mind being present. I'm looking when I'm looking and peering, I don't see where her mind was all the way together. Her cards are giving me a lot of wands. She's getting a lot of wands and cups. Her mind is not there. Oh, who gave me that? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, a girly Popo. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's giving like she was on. Her mind wasn't there. Her mind wasn't there. We're gonna figure out why as we peer deeper into the reading. As we go deeper into the reading, I want to use this tarot deck, this shiny tarot deck. But I'm gonna tell you something. I got this off the TikTok shop because I someone needs to take my card away from me so I can stay off the TikTok shop. But this deck is like, it's giving me. Oh, who gave me a galaxy? Y'all tweaking in the chat. Thank you so much. What's your name? A girly generation V. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I love y'all. But yeah, this deck, it's silky. This thing has no friction to it whatsoever. If you shuffle it, the shit will fall out of your hand. But yeah, so when it comes to Lindsay Clancy, her mind was not there. She may actually have something with an insanity defense. I don't think she's making that up. Crazy enough as it sounds. Holding it up like money. Spirit. What? Show me why Lindsay Clancy murked her kids. Oh, why did Lindsay Clancy murk her kids? This is her going crazy. This is like someone who dancing mad, la dance macabre. This is her dancing mad, dancing in madness, moving in madness. Her mind wasn't there. I'm gonna say something. This wasn't postpartum. This was something induced. She was taking some type of medication or some type of drug that may have caused it. Possibly. I'm going to ask that specifically, but if it is, I know postpartum could look like anything, right? Postpartum doesn't look like one thing, but I am seeing where her mind was just going like this. She's like, let me come here, little Timmy. I got a little rope for you. Like that's what it's giving me. Spirit. Everything said in this live stream is alleged. None of what I'm saying is fact. I have no proof of anything. This is all ignorant. Ignorant. No, Blackhound, you don't know if that lady murked her kids and she was crazy. She really had postpartum. You see what I'm trying to say? It's Spirit. Show me what caused her to murk her kids. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. She went crazy. She went crazy. She's crazy. The reason why she's as calm as we're seeing her now in the updates, in the video updates, and as the court proceeds, is because they have her sat down somewhere and they can monitor her. She was giving unmonitored amounts of medication, or unmonitored, because I am seeing something with medication. I keep picking that up. I'm not seeing, because postpartum depression is like a natural occurrence. I'm seeing an artificial occurrence, as that's what's making her like that. She may actually have an insanity defense on her hand. Did the husband have anything to do with it? I'm going to ask about the husband. Give me 1 second. I just want the husband's name because I forgot it. Patrick Clancy. Okay, Patrick Clancy. Spirit. Show me what was put me behind Lindsay Clancy's eyes before I get to the husband. Put me behind Lindsay Clancy's eyes and show me what was going on with her, going through her mind when she did what she did to her children. She wasn't seeing reality. Like, it's almost like she's not seeing in front of her. The reason why I'm getting that out of this card is because you see how something is in front of him, but he's just keeping his eyes closed. It's like she wasn't paying. It's almost like you don't accept realities in front of her. Her brain was doing something weird. At Vita, I am at this point. I'm convinced it has something to do with the medicine. I am convinced it has something to do with the medicine. Spirit. Put me behind Lindsay Clancy's eyes while she was doing what she was doing. Show me what she was experiencing or what she was going through. And she was just moving. She's like, oh, I'm gonna go. And she came through the house angry. And I'm gonna say something. She didn't say nothing to her kids. She just went and did it. Yes, the playback is gonna be on YouTube. Spirit. Show me what was going on with Lindsay Clancy. Put me behind her eyes when at the time, place and time where she was gonna go murk her kids. Show me what she was going through. CC of House Stark, can you ask if she really wanted to herself? I'm gonna ask that too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Honestly, I wouldn't. Her wanting to off herself, CC, her one is the least crazy thing I'm seeing in these cards. That would be the least crazy thing she did. Oh my god, her mind wasn't there. It's the medication. I'm done playing crazy about it. It was the medication. Her mind wasn't there. Her mind is not her mind. Her mind is just moving. She's just moving, and that's another thing. And the reason why upside down death tells me about moving, I usually get upside down side. I can't talk. The reason why I get upside down death is to talk about the inevitability of things, the inevitability of something. That's what death is supposed to represent. It's like she's moving like a train. She's moving like an unstoppable force. You know how physicists talk about an unstoppable force? She was moving like through her house like an unstoppable force, and she was murking her kids. Murking her kids. Dude. Something with her husband is in here. Something with her husband is in here. It is. Allegedly, supposedly, I have no evidence of what I'm saying. This is all alleged. I am not a police officer. I am not a detective. I'm just some messy nigga on the internet with a bunch of tarot cards. That's what I'm doing. Ignorant. Again, Paula Abdul lied to y'all. It's not a natural fact. This is all fiction. You see what I'm trying to say? But she lost her mind. Her mind was not there. All right, let's get to the husbands. Let's just jump right into him. Spirit, show me what role Patrick Clancy had in the. Show me what role Patrick Clancy had in his ex-wife's actions. What role did Patrick Clancy have in Lindsay doing what she did? You are generally the first person to see she did it? Wait, what? I'm confused. What are you confused about? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. What role did Patrick have? The whole him leaving her caused her depression. It caused her depression. Was that man cheating on her? Do we know that yet? I wasn't watching the full-on court play-by-play court. I was watching people recap it because the court videos were like hours long, and I just didn't have the time to sit there and watch all that. Y'all are saying postpartum psychosis, but there's something where that caused her depression. But the reason why I'm saying that is because I don't see a direct action he did, but he's involved. Like, in her mind, something he did caused her to go help. Again, I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, it is not that damn postpartum. Y'all keep saying postpartum. I am not convinced postpartum had anything to do with it. It may be a contributing factor, but it was something else got the ball rolling with that. It wasn't the postpartum. It may have exacerbated it, but the postpartum wasn't it. Supposedly, his current wife was pregnant around the murder. It's not the postpartum. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the medicine. I don't believe it I don't believe entirely it was postpartum. At the very least. Also, did he leave while she was like pregnant or like just had a child? Please do more EJ Johnson. What did EJ? Well, EJ Johnson got to do something else for me to read on him. I'll tell you right now, they're not gonna find any fault with Patrick. I'm gonna look and see, but if it's too detached. Patrick may get some shit in the public light, but I don't see jail time for him. I don't see jail. Spirit, what did Patrick do anything to exacerbate her mental health issues? Spirit, did Patrick do something to exacerbate Lindsay's psychosis? Because that's just what it is, psychosis. Did Patrick... What was Patrick doing anything to exacerbate Lindsay's psychosis? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. I'm seeing many nails in the coffin. Many nails in the coffin. This is telling me many nails, many things over years that her mental health was deteriorating over the series of years. This didn't just happen. And again, that's why I'm saying I'm not convinced it was postpartum. It was, again, contributing factor, not the cause. I'm getting that he drove her crazy. But unfortunately, you're not going to be able to prove that in court. And even if they can prove that he had a hand in her mental health, he's not going to get no jail time for it. No. Because they're being charged about the murder of the children. So regardless of what he did, he had no hand in the baby's leaving Earth. So he's not going to go to jail regardless for whoever acts that. He's just not. He'll get public shit. He'll get shit in the public for it. He may lose some friends. He may have personal life issues, but legal issues, no. Like he did what most men do, watched her self-destruct and he didn't care. Yeah. You said, but he did hurt the kids. What did he do to the kids? No, let me. Hold on. Who said that? Ask if he hurt the kids. Oh no, you're asking did he hurt the kids? Okay, never mind. Did he hurt the kids? Spirit, did Patrick Clancy ever harm any of his children? The ones he had with. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to both TikTok and Just the Bet. Could you do a reading on why was BTS? I will. I may do a video on BTS. Spirit. What was How you doing, Cinnamon Bunny? Did Patrick Clancy at any point in time harm his children, abuse his children, anything like that? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. I'm gonna tell you, no. I'm gonna tell you something. Not only did he not do anything to his children, he was a very hands-off father. He was a very hands-off father. Like he let them kids just do whatever. And she dealt with the she dealt with the kids. He was just there. He was there, but not there. You see what I'm trying to say? You know how you got your father just kind of sits in the chair and drinks a beer and watches the football game and is just there. That's Patrick Clancy. He didn't. I don't see abuse. I don't see it. And I'm gonna tell you something though. He would run off and do his own thing. He would leave the house a lot. He either would take trips or he would go to other people's houses or he would see other women, allegedly, supposedly, and he would not tell her, or he would leave and tell her when she's not coming back. She would be stuck with them children. Again, many nails in the coffin for her psychosis. Many nails in the coffin. But why are you the only reader that says she did it? So what do you mean that says I did it? It's confirmed she did it. We're reading about the trial is about she did it, but why she did it. Is the difference between her getting an insanity sentence and a first degree murder sentence. Hey, Raygold, yeah, Hen Raygold. That's why. We know she did it. It's not about if she did it. We know she did it. So if I'm the only reader saying we did it because that's given, we know she did it. And again, the point of again, that's why she was arrested. We know she did it, but This is going to determine what type of okay, this lady is going to be locked up either way, but is she going to be locked up in the wacky shack, or is she going to go to big girl jail? That's the difference at this point. And again, y'all keep saying the husband did it. It's not about who did it. It's about why she did it. Okay? It's about why she did it. Yeah, I don't know why y'all keep. Okay, and again, I'm even okay. I'm gonna ask directly, Spirit. Did Patrick Clancy murder them kids? Did he them kids? Did Patrick do that to him? Is he the one that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop? Did he do that to him, to his kids? No, he wasn't even there. He wasn't even there. He wasn't even. And I'm gonna say something else. He wasn't allowed in the house, or she was keeping him out of the house, or he wasn't allowed there at certain times. He wasn't there. She did it. Like, again, the trial is about she did it. Okay? Like, I'm not trying to like shade nobody, but and I get people aren't familiar with this case because people are asking who is this, so I get it, but like y'all are saying it with so much certainty, I'm so confused. I'm like, are we talking about the same thing or what? Yeah, she tried to distance him. Yeah, is she going to an asylum, or is she going to? You just started the live. Be careful with your blood pressure. I'm trying to because people been getting my ass all day. Especially, do you know on Instagram they're really trying to clock me about that Krishan stuff? They're still going to this day. I'm getting into arguments about people like that hood shit on Instagram. That Krishan shit. I'm like, do you know that Krishan actually has fans? Krishan and Blueface actually have fans. Like, there are people that like there are fan pages dedicated to them. Spirit, what will Patrick Clancy get any sort of divine retribution for what's going on? Because again, we don't have to ask about Lindsay. She's getting locked up somewhere. It's the trial is just about where she's getting locked up at. Pretty much. She's not going nowhere. She's not going free. Spirit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said he was a hands-off dad. He's a deadbeat dad. Yeah, he was a hands-off father. He wasn't that. He you know what I mean? Spirit. Will Patrick Clancy have any sort of retribution for his role in Lindsay's eventual descent into insanity? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Cinnamon Bunny. There's no evidence. There's nothing there. They were asking him to be a witness. What did you witness? There's no evidence to him. And they're trying, and I know that the defense is trying to the only thing the defense is trying to do is to say that he contributed to her descent into madness, which he did, what I'm seeing in the cards, but he did not kill them kids. He did not. His new marriage is going to fall apart. His new marriage is going to fall apart. They're not going to last. And he's just not a good dude. Like he's just an ancient dude. He's not going to be able to have a solid relationship. He's just never going to be able to have a relationship. But he's going to have. It's going to come in the way of his love life. He's not going to be able to have a solid relationship. That relationship's going to explode. Spirit. And again, like I said, trust. The Hierophant can talk about trust and commitment and things bigger than yourself. His community is going to look at him crazy. Whoever he be around, his family, his friends, they're going to look at him crazy. Because whatever that defense digs up about him and what he was doing, because they're going to tell all his diaries. They're going to tell all his wee wee business. You know how you women have meow meow pussy business. They're going to tell his dick business. So there may be some accusations of cheating. I could be wrong about that. But they're going to tell what he was doing in a relationship to push Lindsay to do that. So he's going to lose a lot of respect in his life from the people around him. Yeah, I have to censor myself. I'm on TikTok, so they don't let you say nothing on here. Spirit. How does Lindsay Clancy feel now? Now that she's in, how does she feel now, currently? You can't really tell if someone's going to heaven or hell if they're still alive, but if they're on their way out, kinda. A lot of them politicians, they're going somewhere hot. But usually they're either dying or on their way out. But usually if they're like young and they're still living their life, you can't tell that yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Yes, this is gonna be on YouTube. Spirit. Do I do live relationship readings? Not unless it's like you're doing a single question reading, which I'm gonna do at the last half hour of this stream. But yeah, specifically relate. Nah, not really. It's just you ask the question. Spirit, how does Lindsay Clancy feel now? She's dissociating right now. She almost can't believe where she's at now. She's like, you know how you wake up from a bad dream and you're like, thank God. It's like, when is the bad dream gonna end? There's some part of her that's still kind of out of it. Yeah, she's like, even in the pictures that I'm seeing of her, I thought something was off about her, but Spirit is saying her body's there, but her brain is somewhere else. And they may still be medicating her because it's almost like she's just doing this. That's what Spirit keeps showing me her doing. Like she sits in her cell and does this. They say it takes 3 to 5 years for it to sink in that people are doing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good question, because that's kind of where we want to get to. Spirit. When it's all said and done, will they accept her insanity plea? When it's all said and done, will they accept her insanity plea? I'm trying to be like you, King Moon Rule Kitty. You're funny. Thank you. You're my favorite celebrity reader. Don't call me no celebrity reader. I'm not no celebrity reader, but thank you though, Kailani. Thank you. Spirit, show me more about what the courts are going to end up doing. Will they accept her insanity plea? What's going to happen? Woman Lover 22 on Twitch. We're talking about Lindsay Clancy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. There are people advertising themselves as celebrity readers because one celebrity jumped into their DMs. I'm not trying to flex or show off, but if that's the metric to be called a celebrity stand, I should have had that. Let's just say that. But I'm not gonna say no names. But I don't call myself that because I don't feel like celebrities are better than anybody. I charge them the same price I charge y'all. But I will say there have been instances where one of them like would call me in the middle of the night to give readings. You gotta drop a bag on me. You're not waking me up out my sleep. But if you go through the same channel as everybody else, yeah, you'll get a reading. Some have. I wonder if BHR worked with Beyonce. I'll never tell. Oh, thank you for the money gun. Lay, thank you so much. I kid you not. I got woken up at midnight. And you know what? And you know what's real crazy? I love this person to death because they be checking in on me and stuff like that. We're actually from the same state, but they were on the other side of the country, so they forgot what time it was. So that's why they called me at that time. It was all cool, but again, they blessed me very well. So I was like, okay, I ain't mad at it. Well, that's the funny part. I needed like 5 minutes to wake up. I'm like, hey, listen, you gotta give me like 5 minutes. You just woke me up out of my sleep. So we were just like shooting the shit until I got my mojo together. So it was all good. It was all good. Spirit. Will the court accept her insanity defense? They may. They may. They may. Do you know what this card is telling me though? This would tell me about premeditation, red trail. In order for you to have a bread trail about something like this, talks about premeditation. Either they're having trouble finding the motive, they're trying to find. If they can't find a motive, then they're gonna let her go off insanity. That's where it depends on. It's still up in the air what's gonna happen, but Spirit is saying this is what it depends on. Can they find a motive? Which is obvious. That's the whole thing. But right now, but I'm telling you, it's shaky. That's where the energy is leading at right now. They can't find a motive to say it was premeditated. It's too much. It's too much circumstance. It's too much things not in a row. So Zerkin, however you pronounce your username, did she have a motive? When I read why she did it, her mind wasn't there. I don't see a motive. I see someone just, their body is moving, but their mind is absent. I can't ask about the spirits because they're not. They're still in the air. I could try to ask and see, but I'm not gonna be able to pull much. I'll just be honest. Some people don't read kids' energy because sometimes kids can when kids pass on prematurely, it's a very heavy thing to do. So if you are a medium, even good mediums don't want to channel children. It's too sad. It's heavy. You would think adults are heavy. Some adults are heavy, but children are very heavy. You would think they're not, but when if children die early, there's a lot of. It's not just their sadness and their grief. It's the grief of the people around them that have gone too. That's carrying that child's spirit. So when you channel that, you're taking in all that. That's why a lot of them don't do it. No, I do not do zodiac readings. I do not do that zodiac stuff. I barely like reading my own natal chart. Spirit, go a little deeper. Show me how the courts will rule about Lindsay Clancy's case. Will it be an insanity defense? Fiending for food, thank you. Oh my god, you making it rain on me. Shit, I might have to shake a little something. I'm gonna get some fake titties and shake it for y'all every time y'all donate. Spirit. Spirit, show me how the courts are gonna rule in regards to this Lindsay Clancy case. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. How will the courts rule? Come on, Mr. No. They're gonna take a while to rule. They're stuck. They can't decide one way or the other. It's too. I'll be completely honest with you. It can easily go either way. It's doing this. But the reason why it's doing this is because I'm going to tell you so, and again, I'm going to say it again, they cannot pin a motive on this lady. They cannot for any reason. A lot of other people may get the blame before she does because she has a good defense. I don't know who she hired or what premium lawyer she hired, what premium law firm she hired. They're good. The DA is terrible and her defense is good. That man that she got on her side is good. That's what I'm saying. She doesn't have a motive. She objectively, based on what Spirit is saying, allegedly, supposedly, come with me and you'll see a world of pure imagination. This is all ignorant. None of this is real. Michael Jackson voice. Oh, thank you for the Polaris. Thank you so much. What's your name? Thank you. You can never amount. What the hell is your name? You can never amount to me. Damn, that's cunt. That's cunt. Thank you. But yeah, they cannot pin a motive on this lady. They just can't. Teflon Don, we can't pin a motive. But again, she's going to be locked up. It's decided. She is going to jail. Thank you, Lucero. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Lucero, for the gift. I know Lindsay is big mad she survived that fall. Yeah, I bet she is. Capri Sun, yes, she did it. Yes. The case is not about whether or not she did it. It's about why she did it. Okay. Yeah, keep asking the same questions. I'm just gonna ignore it. Spirit. How does she feel about surviving her beautiful girls, suicidal? How does she feel about her attempt? Suicidal, suicidal, beautiful girls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. How does she feel about okay. She was ready to go. The lovers, there's a nude figure on here, so I'm gonna actually cover it because I don't feel like putting a censor over this when I go back and edit this. She was ready to go. Lovers. She was set on doing this. She said, "You know what? The window's here, the ground is there. I'm so sure that this is gonna kill me. I'm sure that I will look like a used toothpaste dispenser once I'm done with myself. Let me jump off." And she's mad that she woke up. Yeah. She was set on doing it. She was ready to go. Like, to see the King of Coins right here, it's like it's the equivalent to the King of Pentacles. It's like she was her affairs were together. She was ready to go. I did what I did. I was ready to go. Yeah. She's wondering how she survived, though. She's like, how did I survive that? She's like, I did this, then did this. How did I survive that? How? You know that episode of iCarly where everything started setting on fire and then Spencer was like, how? Like, that's how she looks at it. Spirit, why did she want to... Suicidal. Why did she want to do that? Why did Lindsay Clancy try to... You're an amazing reader. Thank you so much, Aurea. Spirit. Yes, Cinnamon Bunny. I feel bad for the kids, too. That's awful. Like, you don't get to live life. Spirit. Why did Lindsay Clancy want to take herself up out of here? Again, her mind wasn't there. Her mind wasn't there. And her mind still isn't there all the way. She's maybe functioning at like maybe any time between 70 and like 85%. She's like 3/4 in the door. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. The reason why she said, again, King of Pentacles, it's almost like an energy of like, I'm done here. I'm set on doing this. Now that my babies are with Jesus now, I'm going to jump out of the window. I'm going to defenestrate myself. That's what I'm going to do. King Chariot, not moving and not thinking. She said, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Between the time of her doing that and then it's like she just kept moving. I said at the beginning, it was almost like she's moving like a speeding train. Unstoppable force. She moved, murked her kids, slid herself, then tried to run the train out the window. That's what she tried. It's like she did it. It's like if you zoom out of the situation psychically, it looks like one fell swoop, one big ass motion. Like it's almost like someone's possessed. It's like she moved like a machine, like a Terminator, like the damn Terminator. You know the Terminators, the robot. That's how she was moving. Spirit, is this a case of demonic possession or a spiritual possession? Is there any spiritual foolishness afoot? I'll tell you right now, I'm not picking up a whiff of spirituality. If there were spirits and witchcraft or something afoot, when you're a reader, that witchcraft and ghosts and demons, they have a certain instinct to them when you're reading or when you're tapping into it. I don't feel that. I really do feel like she's just crazy. Every instance of mental illness isn't spiritual. It just isn't. Spirit. What for those of y'all that are asking about the Nolan Wells case, that's on my Patreon. I'm not posting that on YouTube because that's too heavy. And it's very, I keep that on I put that on Patreon for a reason because I was gonna put it on YouTube, but I'm like, nah, I can't. Spirit. What was the question? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Spirit. Was there any? Is there actually? Let me get this deck over here. Look at this deck. The Heaven and Hell Oracle. They sell this on the TikTok shop, but let me say something about this deck. It's a very hard deck to read. It's not easy to read. This has so-so reviews, and I see why. I only pull this out for certain instances. It's on my Patreon. It's in the link in my bio. Spirit. Is there any instance of demonic possession or spiritual foolishness afoot with Lindsay Clancy? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. No. No. Do you know what? I'm getting this healing card right here. This talks about medication. In the process of something that was done to her, in the process of her trying to get her mind together, is where she went crazy. It's not. There's no spirits afoot. No witchcraft, no demons, no ghouls, no goblins, no vampires, no nothing. No Jujutsu Kaisen cursed spirits, no Sukunas, no ghettos, no Maharagas, no Ten Shadows, nothing like that. There's no spirits afoot. This is a case. There is cases of medical oversight, lack of medical oversight with that woman. The science is saying something different, though. What do you mean by that, Mari? There is hints of malpractice in here. Spirit, show me what role did her doctors play in her insanity? Did Lindsay's doctors play any sort of role in her descent into insanity? Did Lindsay's doctors have any sort of role in Lindsay's insanity? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Also, I'm gonna say a few things. Allegedly, supposedly, none of what I'm saying is real. Fairies and unicorns and goblins aren't real either. This is all fictional story. Take a look. It's in the book Reading Rainbow. Ignorant. There is. Oh, thank you, DPNG. Thank you for the belly drumming beaver. There is something in here where when she was taking her medication, she wasn't taking it as prescribed, or she was taking it without direction. There was oversight. They keep saying no oversight. I get the Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles was on top. This is somebody was supposed to be monitoring her or watching her, seeing how it progresses in her. But then this is talking about it going rogue. Like the Queen of Wands, when she's upside down, she wants to do as she pleases without any thought. Either she was mistaking her medications, or they weren't watching her. But there's a little of both in here. She was non-compliant. I can see that. But I'm also saying this that she was taking her. Well, that would be just you being non-compliant then, if you're not taking it as prescribed. But there's something in here about a lower dosage. She's supposed to have a lower dosage, or a less intense dosage. Yes, she had a series of long medical issues before all this happened, and before the birth of her child. It was years in the making. This did not just happen overnight. It was years in the making. Her mental health was taking little dings over the years. It's like her mental health was being chipped away. Some of the doses were 500 milligrams, other were 30. That's crazy. Like, what do you like? I'm not saying that objectively some of her doctors are going to lose their license, but some of them do, because that's crazy. And I'm going to say something else too. Half of the doctors weren't checking charts. There's no definitive, they should be checking charts, but just, okay, let's just see what happens. Just doing shit. They weren't checking her records. They weren't checking her my chart. They weren't checking her nothing. They were just, here's some Lexapro. Here you go. Here's some lithium. Here you go. Here's some Zoloft. Here you go. Take a little of this. Here you go. One med was 50 milligrams. Yeah, like 15 to 500. That's insane. Spirit, overall, where does Spirit Realm feel like the fault lies? With all the people who are involved and who have been mentioned and who will soon come to light, where does Spirit place the blame? Where does the Spirit Realm place the blame about Lindsay Clancy doing what she did to her kids? Where is the blame? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Where does the Spirit Realm place the blame? The magician comes up as doctors. If you want to know, if a little tarot lesson for you, magician. If you want a magician to describe a person in a non-occult way, a non-magical practice sort of way, a magician talks about an expert. You get this a lot for people who are engineers. You get this a lot for people who are doctors, who are professionals. I even get this a lot. Well, I usually get the King of Swords for lawyers, but in law enforcement, but things that require expertise and knowledge and delicate amounts of knowledge, like medicine, robotics, engineering. You get the magician. Her doctors are to blame. Her doctors, because lack of oversight. Blind doctors, blind doctor, blind doctors, blind, deaf, and dumb doctors. Who, y'all keep trying to blame the husband. Y'all gotta stop blaming. It's not the husband. It's not the husband. The husband has this amount of blame. The doctors have this amount of blame. And that's something I'm noticing on TikTok too. Y'all are so set on believing stuff, like it don't matter what nobody say, and y'all could be saying the most asinine type of stuff, and it's like no, I feel like it's this, so it's this. You're crazy. That's what I've been dealing with all week. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Handing out licenses like candy. That's what I'm saying. And I'm gonna say this: the medical, I may do a reading about the future of the medical field, because I'm really getting scared about who they're allowing to be doctors, because there's such a shortage of doctors. They may start lowering the bar in medical school, or lowering the bar in the what's the exam you got to take to leave medical school? They're lowering the bar because there's gonna be a lack of medical professionals. They're gonna have to lower the bar, or start importing doctors. The MCAT, thank you. You are going to be so successful in social media. I'm not psychic. It's just vibes. I believe you. Thank you so much, Lovashis. Thank you. They won't lower the bar. They'll use more look pads. So they're using unqualified. So in a way, they're still lowering the bar. They're using unqualified people to do certain services, or people whose job is not to do certain things. Not gonna lie, the pop line to Mean Girls to Doctor. Yeah, I went to school with a few people who ended up being nurses. That tracks. Her doctors, and I'm gonna say something else. They're placing blame on a little bit of Lindsay's family, because people weren't checking in on her. If someone had an eye on her, they would have saw something was off about her, because there was a descent. It's not one day she just lost her mind. It was a slow descent. Oh, let me lower my mic. I think I'm blowing out here. There we go. There we go. All right. No, the spirit realm does not want her to suffer. The spirit realm doesn't want nobody to suffer. Spirit. If Lindsay does go into the great beyond, where is she going? If Lindsay goes into the great beyond, where is she going? When she goes into the afterlife, she's gonna have to make amends with the spirits of her children. She's gonna have to sit with her children for a while. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Is there an in-between? There's a lot of in-betweens. Spirit. She's going into an in-between realm. She's either gonna have to take care of the spirits of her own kids or relive raising her children. It's almost like they're gonna her version of purgatory is to actually be a mother. She's not. I don't see her going to hell. I don't see her going to heaven. I don't see her reincarnating immediately. She's gonna sit somewhere and be like forced to. She may. I don't know if she has to rear the spirits of her own children, like are her children her actual children that she sent over there. They're gonna pull her over there, but a spiritual reflection of her children. But she's gonna have to tend to children in the afterlife. That's her job. It's not really a hell because you're not being tormented and you're there to learn the lesson. It's more of like a purgatory. You you know how in American Horror Story where they send you to the nether realm, it's like it is like your own version of hell, but depending on how bad your personal life experience was, there are some realms like that you can end up in. Yeah. And so for Lindsay, that is where she's gonna end up going. She's going to have to rear her kids. Then she may come back or she may end up going to hell, but I can't see what happens beyond that because again she's still alive, so I can't see that. Yes, reincarnation is real, but everybody doesn't reincarnate. Is the afterlife? No. There are some no, no. There are some places in the afterlife where you either I've it's hard to re-explain all this because I explained all this in Patreon, but there's like a realm, right, where if you're on your way up to heaven, you may see people you get time to sort of relive life and do all the things you got to do because that's your spirit trying to get it out of your system so you can ascend into heaven. Because even when you're good and you're supposed to go to heaven, you still have to get all that earthly stuff out. So what the universe allows you to do is go into a place. You know how they say how everybody classically believes heaven is just a place where you can do whatever you want all day. There are places like that, but it's like a pit stop, not the destination. You go there for a little while, then you actually go up into heaven. Heaven is something totally different. Almost knocked my face off. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and time you out. There we go. All right, so yeah, you keep asking the same question. I'm gonna just time you out. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with you. So yeah, that's everything with Lindsay Clancy. Yeah, I keep asking about Hayden Panettiere. Is there a cause of death like revealed for her or no? Overdose. So what do y'all want to know? Actually, Spirit, show me what we need to know about Hayden Panettiere's death. I remember her from the Neutrogena commercials. That name always like stuck. I always think Neutrogena or like a face washing solution. That's what I remember her from. Spirit, show me the truth around Hayden Panettiere's death. Show us what we need to know about Hayden Panettiere's death. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. I know she was also Kyrie's voice in Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna tell you something. She hung around other junkies. Or let me watch my mouth. I'm on TikTok. She hung around other people who indulge. She wasn't doing that stuff by herself. She was around the wrong people, and they her whoever she was with. I got the lovers right here. What the hell? I'll just censor it when I post it to YouTube. It is what it is. Whoever her boyfriend was or whoever she was with had a hand in it. Not like trying to force her, but like encouraging her to do it or doing it with her. It's a bad case of everybody being with you. Allegedly, supposedly, I have no proof of this. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Fairies and unicorns aren't real. Tarot cards are ignorant. Psychic readers aren't ignorant. I'm a schizophrenic. schizoaffective disorder person reading cards and I say I talk to spirits, I'm not actually talking to anything. I'm actually an escape mental patient. Ignorant. I don't have any proof of this, but I'm not sensing foul play. I'm sensing a lot of irresponsibility around everybody. Everybody's a damn junkie around her. So yeah. You know how you die, like, you know how when people go to like a trap house to shoot up together and someone is just laying there? That's what Spirit is almost showing me. Everybody was like high and doing whatever, and then the spirit of death paid her a visit first. That's what happened. She died too soon. I can't read on that. She died too soon. Spirits need time before you can read. You're gonna hold. If you try to read over a spirit when they're still transitioning, you're gonna get. It looks like radio. It looks like when you try to plug back in the day when you used to plug an input output cord into a TV and it would jump. That's what it looks like to me when I try to read on people who haven't transitioned yet. Static, yeah. To a degree, it's not literally 40 days, but a lot of people who I'm around in the spiritual community, they use that analogy, like 40 years in the desert or 40 days in the desert. Yeah. Some people I know, one of my mentors, she actually literally says 40 days. Another one says it's approximately 40 days. A lot of people say it's at least 40 days. But she needs time. She's still transitioning. Um Does your spirit know you're gonna go? Not all the time. Some people do, because some people wake up on the afterlife confused as hell. Like, where am I? They think they're still alive or something. Not all the time. Some people know. Some people know. I'm gonna tell you something. No, a lot of old people know when they're gonna go. If every so often on my For You page, there's a compilation of old people talking about they wish they were dead, or he's like, oh God, if I make it to 97, I want to be dead. Like, a lot of old people know they're gonna go. And oddly enough, a lot of children know they're gonna go. I can't tell you what transitioning looks like. I haven't transitioned. I can't tell you that, but I can kind of. It looks different for everybody, but there's sort of like a period of blindness where they have. There's some period where they're blind, like it's like they're here. Then there's a period where they're not really conscious, but then they're conscious on wherever destination they end up in. That's the best I can tell you. I can't illustrate it to you more than that. Anytime I've asked about how someone transitioned, Spirit has never been able to show me like an image. They'll show me before. They'll show me something how it looks before. Then there's this like big white chunk where it's just lights and darkness and shifting colors, and that's really it. And they're kind of not conscious when they do it, but then they appear somewhere else. That's the best I can describe it. Do we experience consciousness to being born, or are we in a state of nothingness? It depends. It depends. Do I believe in the Bible? I believe in the Bible as allegory. I believe in the Bible as a modality, but not the universal truth. Is it rare to go to heaven? Um, there's a certain top. Heaven has layers. Has a lot of layers. The utmost top part of heaven that people end up in, that's rare. And I'm gonna say this: when I grew up at Jehovah's Witness, they always talked about this 144,000 number that are gonna sit in. There is something akin to that in reality, where there's only a certain amount of time, because there's a section of heaven where you actually help administer the cosmos. You help the planets move. You help keep the laws of the universe in place. You help rule the heavens. You help administer the heavens. You may work. You may be a legion of one of them angels up there. There are things like that in heaven, but not everybody goes there. That's rare, and usually it's preordained you're gonna go there. But there are other lower forms of heaven where you can end up in, and it's not really one way or the other. You know what I mean? It's sort of a balance. You know what I mean? Why can adults or older folk know where they're going? They just know. I don't know the mechanism behind that. They're just, because they're on that precipice of death, they can just when you're on that precipice of death, your third eye just opens. They can see the specter of death following them. They just know. I can't. I don't know. I don't know it either. They're closer to the realm, exactly. If anybody in here a fan of Shaman King, either the anime or the manga, preferably the manga because the manga was better. And that was my first ever. That was my first time I ever fell in love with manga with Shaman King, which would explain why I'm so spiritual. But so in Shaman King, they explain this well. That you know how in Shaman King, where if you have a near death experience or if you die and are resurrected, you come back more powerful. They always talk. There's this one character named Iron Maiden Jean, where she's in a literal Iron Maiden, getting basically she puts herself on the brink of death all the time to keep her power level increasing. There's actually something to that. If you have a near death experience and you come back more spiritually powerful. Or if you survive near death experiences, you come back near powerful. So when children have more of a spiritual perception because they've had less time on Earth to be dumbed down spiritually. Old people can see it because they're on their way out. They have one foot in the spiritual realm already. That's why back in the day the best spiritualists were old people. The archetype of an old hag or an old wizard or the weird old kooky shaman. That there's a reason why that archetype exists. I get Anubis reincarnated vibes from you. I'll tell you something. There's sort of a wacky spiritualist Jamaican lady that I used to watch on YouTube. I'm not gonna say her name, but she did I had got a reading from her like years ago when I was 21, and she said that in my past life I was a Anubi, a priest of Anubis in ancient Egypt, mummifying corpses. I don't know if I was or not. I don't know. I've never looked into my own past life. I should though. I can do it. I do a lot of crystal ball stuff, and I've done it for one of my clients. I'll never do it again because it's too intense. But I don't know how true that is. I've never placed no stock in it because I always thought that I was like, because this actual spiritualist, she's literally bipolar, so I think she's great. I think she's crazy, but I don't know. Yeah, the Lindsay Clancy and the rest of the whole reading will be on YouTube if you missed it. All right, so that pretty much covers that. Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Do you want me to do a reading about that? Who's that? Ruhal Rai? What's his name? I did watch the Nature Boy documentary, Nadira. I there's a video about it on my YouTube, but I don't know if they released more parts yet. Rahul Rai. Okay, I still don't know too much about him. I tried to watch a documentary, like a breakdown of him, but I didn't finish. Give me some questions to ask about him. Rahul Rai. He is a weirdo. I saw some of the videos he was making. He was making these weird like stepdaughter weird, dad and stepdaughter weird shit. Like Spirit. How does Rahul Rai feel about the content he's making? How does Rahul Rai feel about the content he's making? And then I'll ask bald headed hussy. You're using to be sending me bald headed hussy. All right, bald headed hussy. I'm gonna ask that after this. I'm gonna ask that next. Spirit. How does Rahul Rai feel about the content he's making? Does he think it's a good idea? What is his intent behind making that content? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. I'm gonna tell you something. He's trying to get in where he can fit in. So okay. This may be an indictment on my character from what I'm about to tell you, but it is what it is. I've never been afraid of my own freak shit. It is what it is. There are a lot of people who come up on my timeline who are straight men who pretend to be gay. Usually really physically attractive men, and usually their content goes something like this, right? They're standing there, and then another man who's holding the camera will come up and feel up on them, and they'd be like, and then the guy be like, "Hey man, I'm not gay, man." And then the guy behind the camera be like, "Oh well, I have $5," and then the guy be like, "Oh shit," and all of them make the same type of content. Rahul Rai is almost doing the equivalent of that. It's to get attention. I'll tell you something. I do think Rahul Rai is very kind of morally bankrupt, though. I think he is a degenerate. I think he is because because he doesn't even think that's weird. He thinks, well, it's just content. Tylo James with his tragic hair, it's just content. It's just content. You know what I mean? He's just trying to get in where he can fit in. Y'all pay attention to it, and y'all are talking about me. That'll do. That suffices. His acting career is non-existent. I saw somewhere that he has an acting reel or something like that. It's non-existent. At least the money is non-existent. No, so when I was using that example of the straight men pretending to be gay, I was trying to explain how that was me trying to use an analogy of like Oh, they're willing to do anything because those type of people, they're just trying to get your money and they're trying to get clicks and they're doing it for attention. I'm trying to exacerbate the attention grabbing thing that. I wasn't saying that Rahul Rai was literally DL. That's not what I was saying. Um, does he want to be an influencer? Yeah, he does. I'm gonna tell you something else. What his plan is that in like a year or so, he's gonna try to do more serious content or do more skits that can be taken seriously, and he's hoping y'all will just move past it. In Rahul Rai's mind, when other people do actual crazy shit on camera and they move past it, y'all forget it. So y'all forget that I did it. Y'all forget. If the Shea Frost can backhand mollywop that girl on the yacht and y'all forget about it, y'all forget about me talking about daddy stepdaughter stuff. Y'all forget. Y'all be alright. If what other streamer had some controversy? But think about any streamer that has any or influencer that has had any sort of controversy. Oh, if James Charles can talk to little boys in his comment section, allegedly, supposedly, and y'all still follow him, y'all let me go. I'm not actually trying to talk to little boys. I'm just trying to get y'all attention. Y'all say exactly. Yeah, what is wrong? Like, I really want to know what's wrong with y'all. I may do a trail reading about what's wrong with y'all. What streamer doesn't have controversy? True enough, but you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, James Charles is a pedophile, but but the example I'm trying to use is in Rahul Rai's mind. If they can have all those controversies and still have a following in a career, why can't I? Y'all forget about it. I wonder how CoryxKenshin feels about his fans. Should we be messy? I love CoryxKenshin. I almost don't want to do this because I love that man to death. I would marry that man. I would have that man's babies. Me and my ex one time we were talking about what influencers we find the most attractive. And I said I found Pixel Drink. Not Pixel Drink. Oh God. I found CoryxKenshin attractive, and then my ex was like, his teeth are fake. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about how fake them teeth and shit. I don't care. I'll buy you some new teeth. Yeah, CoryxKenshin has fake teeth. He has some sort of like disease where his teeth fell out when he was younger. I forget what the name of the disease is called, but his teeth are fake. But it's like, if you like look in his mouth, it's like some of them are real, but a lot of them are not. He has like fake teeth. We got to do it now. Corey's a cute guy. Yeah, he's cute. He's not. He medium cute. He's short. He cute. He got a nice personality. Who wouldn't like him? You know what I mean? Yeah, he had a disease. Etika was one of my favorite streamers. I never got into Etika. Dashy. I remember when Dashy was chunky and he's too funny for me to. For me, you can be so funny that I can't date you. You too funny. Like Dashy is too funny for me. And also, he's Dominican. I have beef with Dominicans. Etika was attractive too. I think Etika's net ass haircut is what threw me off though. But I never watched Etika's content though because he was like a Smash YouTuber. I wasn't into Smash at the time when he was around. So, but I love Dashy though. Dashy looks good. Like he lost a lot of weight. He looked good. What's your beef with Dominicans? Where do you want to start? What about Berlizzi? Speaking of Berlizzi, I'm gonna be at the Easy Ball in October. I got a VIP ticket, so I'm gonna be there. But Berlizzi, hit or miss. Yeah, he was super handsome, but I didn't watch his kind. Yeah, same. Yeah, I'm gonna be at Berlizzi Ball. RDC guys, I watched a few of the RDC clips. They're funny. But I never kept up with them though. I never kept up with them too much. All right, let's be messy about Corey. All right, let's talk about my favorite streamer, Corey. I still watch his videos to go to sleep, even though I'm 30 years old. I still do. It is what it is. Shit, gotta watch something. You ain't posting, Spirit. How does CoryxKenshin feel about his fans? How does the creator? Can we get a vlog on the Corey? I kind of want a vlog. I want to see if I'm gonna do that. I've never thought about doing like in real life vlogs. I may though. Spirit. 30. Oh, I'm going to bed. See, there you go. Spirit. How does CoryxKenshin feel about his fans? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. PewDiePie, he got on my nerve. He's for little kids. Like all that PewDiePie, all that crap, that's for little kids. They like that. I couldn't. I just couldn't. No shade to them, but I just couldn't. Y'all are on go all the time. That's how CoryxKenshin feel. You see all these damn swords? Y'all are on go all the damn time. All the damn time. You see these damn swords? Do you ever did readings on boxers? Yeah, I did one about Ryan Garcia. Yeah, I read on boxers. Yeah, y'all always got a sword. Y'all always ready to go on the attack. Are y'all okay? Like he I'm gonna say something. He's scared of some of y'all. Allegedly, supposedly, I don't know have any proof of this. CoryxKenshin may have had an experience where someone came up to him crazy in the street. Like someone found him in real life. Cory, Cory, I'm one of your samurais. Like he's like he had an experience where he was like in real life, not online, but like he was like he went to his car and had to take a deep breath. No. Don't get Cory mixed up with Cat's Eye. No shade to Cat. I actually don't have any issues with Cat's Eye. I just don't like y'all fans. But Cory is not so much Cat's Eye, but like he has legitimate reason to be perturbed by y'all. Y'all, his fans are crazy. He got crazy fans. They're nuts. They're nuts. So his issue is like how willing. Why are y'all like that? Like what? I'm just some guy that plays YouTube. He doesn't understand. He doesn't even. I'm gonna say this. This is not to like say Cory is like a fake humble person. I do actually get the vibe he's humble. He doesn't understand what the he doesn't understand the hype around himself. He doesn't understand it. I'm just a guy that sits up and plays video games. I'm not cute. I'm just some average looking dude. If I wasn't on YouTube, no one would pay me any type of mind. I'm a very average looking dude, and I sit up here and play video games and make a joke here and there. I don't get that. I don't get it. He don't get his own hype. You know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah, he came from an era where YouTubers would just post their vids and go about their day. This new age streamer, something about him can't jive with it. He can't get on with it. Etika was like a big bro, but man, I wonder what snapped him. What made him? It was just a lot of unchecked. My understanding with Etika is that it was just a lot of unchecked like mental illness, right? What would happen if someone offed themselves? In most cases, if you were to do that to yourself, you just come back because you're repeating the grade. I said this in on the other site that like if you it's like the equivalent of you going into the grocery store line waiting to buy your stuff, but then you get upset and go out and then leave, but then when you come back you have to get in the back of the line. That's how it is in most cases. Yeah, you come back. Keemstar was a big contributor to the hate stream. Yeah, I can't stand Keemstar. I can't stand Keemstar. Oh, Jenna Marbles. My friend in middle school put me on to Jenna Marbles. I used to love her videos too. The live did not just start. We've been here for an hour. I'm looking at the timer now. An hour and 13 minutes. Why are you saying R.I.P. Marble? She's not. She's just not on YouTube. All right. Are there any other Are there any other influencers y'all want me to read about? Any internet people? We did CoryxKenshin. Anyone else you want me to knock out? I actually kind of want to go down this route. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm ready to go down this train. Anybody else? Who's Dre Baby? Oh, is that fat? Let me be quiet because TikTok gonna say I'm bullying somebody. Is it that guy? I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. Dre Baby and who? I already did Perez Hilton. If you want to know a current, there's not much change with him. Were you not here for whoever's asking about Hayden Panettiere? Were you not here? Did you just get in here? We already did her. Dre and Wardrobe. I know Wardrobe. I'm sorry. Wardrobe is starting to grow on me. I like Wardrobe. He's starting to grow on me. So what's happening between Dre and Wardrobe? I'm not touching Blueface. Y'all, no more Blueface. No more. None of that. None of that. I'm tired of Blueface. I'm tired of that energy. This California this California crip walking ayo cuz ass shit. No. I'm no. And again, I didn't know Blueface and Krishan actually had fans. Like, there are fan pages to them. One of them cussed me out on Instagram. Is cussing me out right now on Instagram. Mad as hell because I said Blueface was not that baby's father. Mad as hell. Oh, I'm doing great, thank you. Oh wait, hold on. What did you say? Wait, hold on. Let me scroll back up. Dre baby, Dre baby tried to get wardrobe. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Come on, TikTok. Uh, was he actually thinking about driving wardrobe into a wall in the car? What? He think wardrobe is jealous of him and said that he will drive a car into a wall. Was Dre baby actually thinking about driving wardrobe into a wall in the car? What the? What? Oh, I'm gonna tell you something. I may dedicate a reading to Dre baby because y'all are just saying, y'all are just listing a whole laundry list of things he's done. He might need a reading. He might need a whole reading. I'll be completely honest with y'all. No, and no more Woo Lady either. Because I've said my piece about her. I've said no more Woo Lady. I can't stand that lady, and I can't stand some of y'all because y'all was like, no, because there's nothing else to talk about. She's a scammer. There's really nothing else to talk about with her. Why was y'all wardrobe gained my respect for sticking up for Blackboard Max? That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but I don't understand which. And then she lost 300 packages. She's lying. I'm not throwing cards on that. She's lying. I used to work in logistics. She's lying. Flat out, she's lying. Shadman. Now I want to know about you, Neva. What do you know about Shadman? Clavicular? Nadira. Clavicular? I don't know about I don't know if I want to do a reading about clavicular here. I don't know because what is there to talk about with him? It's just he's a dopehead. He's a dopehead on the spectrum. But there is some stuff about there. He is interesting though. What's BTS and Chris Brown? That is such a weird mix-up. What happened with BTS and Chris Brown? Well. Wait a minute. I didn't actually the bougie doc. I didn't actually read on Dr. Umar. I read one question about Dr. Umar while doing the video about uh Dr. Bryant. That's where I did the reading about him. So I didn't actually dedicate a reading to Dr. Umar. I need to though. But the thing is with Dr. Umar, you gotta do Dr. Umar content when he's in the news for something. Otherwise, it's just not gonna do. Do y'all want a full on reading on Dr. Umar? Because I could go forever about Dr. Umar. I got a lot of feelings about him. What the hell? Let's do Dr. Umar. We got time. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. So why not? Let's do Dr. Umar. Where should we start with Dr. Umar? Hold up. What did you say? Oh, hey, boo boo. Yeah, you got to go. That's crazy. You look helpless and easy to grape. Yeah, you got to go. I'm timing you out. Yeah. Yeah, sit in timeout for 5 minutes and think about what you did. Talking about some no. Weird. Just demonic. Alright, Spirit. What does the Spirit Realm want to tell us about Dr. Umar Johnson? Dr. Brother Ifatunde. Donations. Gifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. You love Dr. Umar, you got a problem. There's something wrong with you if you actually love him. He gives me warlock energy. Dr. Umar gives me warlock energy. If I'm not mistaken, he's either that might track because either he's initiated or he tried to get initiated. I know there was something about him trying to get involved in Ifa. So is giving he gives me warlock. He gives me warlock. He uses knowledge for manipulative reasons. Yeah, he's initiated. I don't know if he went on fully with the initiation, but I know he was trying to at one point, or he got involved with a house. I know that to be a fact. Yeah, he got involved with Elay. He's a psychologist too. See, that's a dangerous combination. And see, the thing about Dr. Umar, his education is actually legitimate. That's what makes him scary. That's what makes it scary that he would do all that. He would sacrifice chickens. Yeah, he's part of one of the religions. That's what they do. Yeah. You want a reading? Oh, then you got to book a reading, or you got to wait until the last half hour. We'll do the single question readings. Yeah. So what do we need to know about Dr. Umar? Let me describe to you Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar is that nutty like type of person that would like allegedly, supposedly. I'm saying this for a joke TikTok. I don't mean anything. I'm not trying to be serious. Teehee. Imagine you go to a bar, right? And you just sit down, and there's somebody at the end of the bar that's just telling you about, yeah, see, what we got to do is as a community, he's the type of nigga you'd like to listen to, but you should not take him seriously. You should not give him no money. He's the type of person that talks about going halvesies on a business, but you don't actually go halvesies on a business with him. You let him talk his shit while he's talking, but you don't actually give him your money. You like to hear him talk. He's entertaining, he's fun, but you don't actually open a business with him. If you do, you might be a little delayed yourself. Someone called him Azealia Banks. I wouldn't call him Azealia Banks. Azealia Banks is actually Dr. Umar is manipulative. Spirit, does Dr. Umar actually secretly like white women? Snow bunnies. Does he actually like snow bunnies? Does Dr. Umar have a shrimp? Apparently, there's a woman that exposed him that said he did, yeah. But then again, women say that about everybody, so I don't know. Spirit. Okay, I don't know if you got another account. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, block. We're not doing that. Spirit. How does Dr. Umar Johnson really feel about white women? Snow bunnies. How does he feel? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Hey, listen. He actually don't like snow bunnies. He's not lying. The one thing he didn't lie about. Well, he did. He also didn't lie about his education. We got to give him that. Fair is fair. He actually doesn't like white women. No. He actually doesn't like white women. These are not the cards of you liking somebody. But I'm gonna tell you though, he would like to get white women's money because he feels like they have more money than black women do. He would like your money. Now, Miss Snow Bunny, Beckyana, would you like to support the Prince of Pan-Africanism? Like, you see what I'm trying to say? Would the Snow Bunnies like to give me your money? That was built off the back of my ancestors. Miss Snow Bunny, give the Prince of Pan-Africanism your money. Like, you see what I'm trying to say? How would he plan on doing that? He don't have a plan, but he said, but in a fantastical part of his mind, he would like for white women to give. I would like your money. He would like white people's money. Reparations for the Prince of Pan-Africanism and our ancestors, Prince Ifatunde. Like, you see what I'm trying to say? Yeah, honestly, white women buy anything. Yeah, he should just make candles and then sell them. The white women will buy them. There's your money. The reason why I'm good at Hotep impersonations is because when I was in my 20s, there was this guy that was friends with my brother, and I used to beat his back out, and he was a Hotep. That's how I got the impersonation unlocked. I wish I was joking. I am, in fact, dead ass when I do these lives. Spirit, how does Dr. Umar feel about the money he's taken from people? How does Dr. Umar feel about the money he's taken from people? And then they keep making accounts to say that weird. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna report you. Spirit. Spirit. How does the Prince of Pan-Africanism feel about the fact that he fleeced all them people out that money? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. I will never do a reading about the CIA or any of these intelligence agencies. They allegedly, supposedly, I have no proof of this. They use psychics. You don't. While the rest of the populace doesn't believe in that stuff, they believe in that stuff. I'm not touching the CIA. Not even on Patreon. They watch. They keep their eye on practitioners. They do. Believe what you want. How does the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Ifa Tunde, feel about the money he fleeced from all you people? He not trying to get that back. You ain't getting that money back. You ain't getting that money back. What do the Black Revolutionaries think? I'm gonna ask. I meant to ask that. I should have asked that last time. I just know he spent half of them fun. Yeah, with his big greedy ass. You know he did. Yeah, you don't know Dr. Umar? I'm the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Y'all ain't getting that money back. But I'm gonna tell you something. Even in his deluded mind, he really thinks I'm doing something with the money. The money is in good hands. Y'all don't need it. When he said, I want your grit money, give me your Quaker grit money for 1 year. He has your Quaker grits money, and I'm gonna go do something with it. Y'all weren't doing nothing with it. Y'all were gonna go buy Quaker grits. Put it in my pocket. Put it in Baba Ifa Tunde's pocket. So he can help our our African children to go to school. That's never gonna be. You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah, he's not to be taken seriously. Again, he's the dude at the bar that you listen to talk about starting a business, but you don't give him no money to do it. You hear him, you get entertained, have your drink, and go on about your business. If you actually give that person money, you're done. Spirit. How do the spirits of all of our Black revolutionaries feel about Dr. Ifa Tunde? Prince of Pan-Africanism. How do they feel about... How about I specifically ask about the spirit of Marcus Garvey and Frederick Douglass, considering that's who he's naming the school after. Let's start there. Yeah, I just blocked him. He keeps making accounts. I just blocked him. The next time around, I may make some moderators. I don't want to do it this time around because I don't know who I can trust in the chat yet. I'll just be honest. Spirit. Oh no, there's no Zora and on Twitch. There is definitely something going on with him mentally. There is. But that's the thing. He's functionally like not there. He's just like one of them Philadelphia scammers. Spirit, how does the spirit of Marcus Garvey feel about the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson? How does the spirit of Marcus Garvey feel? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. You joined my fan club. I have a fan club? How does Marcus Garvey feel about... How does Marcus Garvey feel about the Prince of Pan-Africanism, y'all? He, let me keep going. Keep my name out your mouth. 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 I don't know what's wrong with people from Philly. It's something in the water. You got pretend Muslims. You got pretend everything down there. I don't know what's going on. I've been to Philly. It's crazy. I actually like Philly because it's out of pocket. I like out of pocket places. That's why I live in Atlanta right now. I love an out of pocket place. Is he related? I'm gonna ask Nadira. I'm gonna ask if he's related. I'm gonna ask. But that Marcus Garvey's spirit is very clear. Stop what you're doing. Keep my name out your mouth. You know nothing of my work. Keep my name out your mouth. That's how the spirit of Marcus Garvey feels about the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Atlanta literally is a GTA server. I went to the gas station the other day. They were all just there with their scat packs. I'm like, oh, this is GTA in real life. I'm an actual GTA lobby, but I'm actually here for it as long as I don't get shot. I'm okay with it. Spirit, how does the spirit of Frederick Douglass feel about the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson? Lovely T calls him the Prince of Pan Pizza. That she be sending me when she says that. Spirit, am I fine? Depending on who you ask. My mama thinks I'm fine. Spirit, and I assume my ex thinks I'm fine. I don't know. And I know my ex be watching my chat. If you're in the chat, like, would you say I'm fine? You sound like it. Oh, you trying to have me. Yeah. Spirit, how does the spirit of Frederick Douglass feel about the Prince of Pan-Africanism? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Hey guys, I'm the ex. You funny. Frederick Douglass likes the idea, but you're trifling. He likes the idea, but you're trifling. Yes, our African boys and girls should have a school to go to, but not you. Not you. Not yet. We're not doing the single questions yet. We're gonna do it at the end. What time is it now? It is. We've been on for an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, so in about when we get to the 2-hour mark, we'll start the single question readings. Or we may start it sooner. We'll see. Because I actually got to get off and finish people's readings. There's some people waiting for their readings that I got to do. Yeah, I've done one on Oprah. I posted clips of it. The concept. Yeah. But again, he likes the idea, but not by you. And I'm going to say this. He doesn't think Dr. Umar is serious enough. You're not serious. You're not actually about the work. Until you are ready to get taken up out of here about this stuff, which you're not. Frederick Douglass is saying you ain't ready to shed no blood about what you're saying. It's not quite Marcus Garvey's keep my name out your mouth, but don't disrespect what I've done. Don't disrespect my death. Frederick Douglass to Umar Johnson, you ain't no diva. She ain't no diva. In spirit, overall, how does Malcolm X feel about? Because Malcolm X has had a lot to say, and Harriet Tubman, they were hot. Spirit, how does the spirit of Malcolm X feel about the Prince of Pan-Africanism? How does the spirit of Malcolm X feel about Dr. Umar Johnson? How does the spirit of Malcolm X feel about the person that is Dr. Umar Johnson? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Malcolm X was fine. Wow. That's a fine brother right there. He's a shyster. When you get an upside down high priestess, this is the gatekeeping girl bossing card. This is a person who keeps secrets and maybe lies. Shady. At best, he's shady. I'm telling you something right now. He is calling Dr. Umar Johnson a bum. The spirit of Malcolm X thinks Dr. Umar Johnson is like he acts like an impoverished person. You act like a bum on the street, panhandling. You're the prince. You're not the Prince of Pan-Africanism. You're the Prince of Panhandling. You're the Prince of Panhandling. Lovely T calls him the Prince of Pan Pizza. Malcolm X calls him the Prince of Panhandling. But I will say this: Malcolm X feels that if someone was standing up, if someone with some actual sense and an actual brain was standing above Umar Johnson, maybe some of that stuff could have actually got done. Some of that stuff could have actually got done. Again, it's like liking the idea, but not who's doing it. There should be a school for us. There should be a school for us. The fact that there isn't is crazy. But again, you already did my reading about how the Black Revolution is favorable to the Black community. They're not surprised there isn't one, but they're disappointed there isn't one. There should be a school, but he shouldn't be the one to do it. Right ideas, wrong person. Exactly. Someone else should be in charge of that, and it shouldn't be someone else. It should be a cabal of people. And again, that's what these revolutionaries issues has been with the Black community. Y'all don't unite on nothing. Why? It shouldn't just be a Dr. Umar. It should be a bunch of people. Spirit. How does the spirit of Harriet Tubman? Oh God, she gonna be like, well, you should. Well, see, I should have shot his ancestor. I should have shot his ancestor. I'm sorry about that, y'all. What if she comes down and says that? I will fall out this chair laughing. I swear to God. Spirit. Oh yeah, I saw that. Did you see the video of the Mexican hoteps? Look, type in Mexican hoteps on TikTok. They exist. Spirit. That is hilarious. But see, they hate us but want to be us. Even when we're trifling, they want to be the most trifling parts of us. It is what it is. Spirit. Or they're Mexican Hebrew Israelites, whatever the ones they are, yeah. Spirit, tell me about how does the spirit of Harriet Tubman feel about the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson? How does Harriet Tubman feel? You let this dummy talk. Oh, Harriet Tubman be hot. I like her energy. She be hot on go. Harriet Tubman is hot on go. You let this. It's like I almost want to sound like one of my aunties from the South because that's sort of the voice that comes in. She's like, he a damn. Y'all let that damn fool tell y'all all that. Y'all were convinced by that. She's the literal meaning of the fool. He a damn fool. To hell with him in that school. That is a damn fool. Point blank. Period. Y'all should have not paid him no attention. He a damn fool. Why did you? Allegedly, supposedly, I don't have. No, no, no. Spirit. We're talking about Dr. Umar Johnson. Spirit, go a little bit deeper. How does the spirit of Harriet Tubman feel about Dr. Umar Johnson? I should have shot his great granddad. That's feel pause. I'm joking. TikTok. I didn't mean it. Spirit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Bum. These two are paired together. A dumb bum. She don't even care that he's educated. You're a bum. You're dumb and you're a bum. You know how somebody said this to me in my comment section. You give bums pussy, not your money. No. You give bums change, not your pussy. That's how Harriet Tubman feels. Why would you give him your money? He's a bum. If you're again Prince of Panhandling, that's how Harriet Tubman feels. I'm not gonna touch that WNBA. It's like there's not enough people who care. There's not. I'll just be honest. What our ancestors think has to be a segment in every live now. I don't make the rules. What is it? We do a reading about CoryxKenshin. How does Harriet Tubman feel about CoryxKenshin? I don't know. Spirit. All right. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering about the Kanye part. Why were y'all asking about Kanye? Did he say something about Malcolm X? Why do y'all want to know about King Bond? He in hell right now. Wait, what do you want to know about him? He in hell. I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't know who Queen Op is. I don't know who that is. I can't even picture her face in my mind. I don't know who that is. That's one thing I'll have to like look up about before I come back and do a reading. I at least gotta want to see their face. And then the thing too, the reason why I don't want to do readings on people y'all sometimes when y'all recommend in the chat is because sometimes y'all will mistell stories or mistell, and then I'll do the reading on a false premise, which messes the reading up. So I gotta go look at them myself and figure it out. So Queen Op. So here's how I typically operate when y'all recommend stuff. If y'all recommend enough, I'll do it. Queen Op is one of the ones I gotta do because y'all recommended her. She's gonna get her own video. Y'all have recommended her enough. Every comment section now, I see Queen Op. I gotta look her up. I gotta look her up. I'm not like I said. I'm not doing Woo Lady. She scammed y'all. She scammed y'all. I'm not even throwing cards on that. She scammed y'all. I'm just not. No one told you to get. I don't know who's giving that lady your money. She's trying to get y'all to sell box. I don't know what's wrong with y'all where y'all give people y'all money. No, no, no shade. But like, no, I'm not. I'm not. What will America look like in 5 years? Yeah, let's actually do that. Spirit, show me what the political landscape of America will look like in 5 years in 5 years time. What will the political landscape of America look like in 5 years from now? Y'all see where Chloe Bailey was cussing out locals on Twitter? Oh, damn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Can you do a reading on why Blackhound Readings hates 7 Deadly Sins? I can't stand 7 Deadly Sins. I will never let Yuki. Whoever is this Yuki Tabata? You're not. Was it Yuki Tabata or another author? Whoever authored 7 Deadly Sins, Nakaba. I think that's their name. That will never let me. You'll never let me be great. I cannot stand 7 Deadly Sins. Cannot. It's all this lolly and Shota shit going on? Absolutely not. I couldn't finish it. They had me in the beginning, but then all that. No. Spirit, how does How will the political landscape of America look like in 5 years? There's going to be a very prominent female politician that rises up. Not the president, but she's going to make the rounds. She may get the Mamdani treatment. And either she's brown or she's. Oh, thank you, Tatiana, for the Polaris. Thank you. And thank you, Hoochie Cuntor. Y'all funny with these names for the bear. Thank you so much, Juicy Cuntor. No, Hoochie Cuntor. That's funny. Can I do Berlizzi? I may get to Berlizzi. Spirit. 3 Hoodoo Sisters said the same thing. Did she say that? I don't think it's. It could be AOC because there is some like. She got some brown in her bloodline. Let's just say that. There's going to be a prominent because Spirit's saying she comes from like the east somewhere, or her bloodline comes from the east. She's gonna get the Mamdani treatment, and she's gonna But I'm gonna tell you something. They're gonna give her so much grief. She's gonna do a good job, but like what they're doing to Mamdani, she's doing a good job by getting grief. I want some brown in me. If you don't go take your freaky ass on. Do you like Nana? I watched the anime because they used to have shoujo. No, the manga. They used to have shoujo beat in the grocery stores when they used to sell Shonen Jump in print. My dad actually mistakenly bought me a copy of Shoujo Beat instead of Shonen Jump, and I read Nana. I liked it, but I never got to finish it. I never actually got to see it through, and I didn't watch the anime. But yeah, damn you! Oh, listen. But yeah, it's there's going to be a huge female politician that rises up in this time period, and like I said, Mamdani treatment. I can't tell what her political persuasion is though. She could be Democratic, but it's giving like she may appear as Democratic, but like I don't know. It's you see what I'm trying to say? I already kind of talked about the black capitalists, how they feel about capitalism. Black bourgeoisie, self-interested, black bourgeoisie. That's another interesting one. The landscape of education. How will the landscape of education look like in 5 to 7 years time? How does the political landscape? I'm sorry. How does the landscape for education for our children look in 5 to 7 years time? 5, 4, 3, 1. Stop. Y'all keep saying Miami Mall. What happened with the Miami Mall? Can y'all do a brief blurb of what happened with that? How will the landscape of education? No hope. Bad policies, lack of money. They're gonna. I'm gonna say something. It's gonna take about 10 years for education to get the money back, to get the federal money back. Education's gonna look a hot mess for the next decade. I'm just gonna be honest. If you are planning on having children, I would very much consider you putting him. I don't know if you got to put him in Kumon. I don't know if you got to put him in some hire them a private tutor. You're gonna have to take the education of your children in your own hands. You really are gonna have to. And I'm gonna say this: if you can't be bothered to do that, you may as well just not have kids. If it's too much for you to do. You're gonna have you can't depend on the state to educate your kids for at least the next 10 years, and even after that 10 years time, there's still a recovery period, and that's not even just education. That's just the country entirely. Oh, are you talking about the UFO thing? Oh yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's what the education system's gonna look like. I will be the change I want to see. Hey, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. What about the economy? Same thing. The economy's gonna look a hot mess too. I almost get depressed doing these economy readings because it just doesn't look good. I don't have anything good to say. The only thing I can tell people is to be self sufficient and rely on your communities. That's how you'll get through. The economy will bounce back. We will survive. It will bounce back, but not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. We are in a depression. Are mermaids real? Yeah, they're real. I'm going to tell you something. Someone asked what good will come out of the United States. The American people are going to wake up. There's going to be a huge point that wake up. We can't rely on these politicians no more. You're going to see a lot more power at the local and state level because people are going to get more involved. That's the only upside. The last 10 years, not even just Trump, Biden too. Because say what you want, Biden looks good by comparison, but Biden was no saint. Biden had no business being there either. By that period of our politics it was a big wake up call for the American people, and it's because of the young folks. Because the young folks have to deal with it, so we're going to be a lot more politically active. Well, not me. Y'all just call me Uncle in the chat because I'm 30. The younger folks that are coming up, they are very politically aware. That's the only good that's coming. That's the good that's going to come out in the near future. That's the food, the contaminated food. That's the next Patreon video. That's the next. That's coming out tomorrow. All right. So okay. So what question do you want me to ask about the Miami Mall? I'll do that, and then I'll move on to the single question reading. Give me a question about the Miami Mall incident. Do you just want to know if it was actually aliens? There's no revolution coming. Americans are too pussy. No, don't count on it. There will be a slow recovery. Just count on that. A slow recovery. Spirit. Explain the Miami Mall incident where people believed it was aliens. Show me the truth as to what actually happened with the Miami Mall incident. What actually happened with the Miami Mall incident, Spirit? Where there was alleged aliens? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Did somebody go missing in that area? Or around the time where that video was shown, did somebody go missing? They did? 3 of them. 3 of them went missing. Somebody got abducted, and I'm seeing a beam of light. Somebody got abducted with a beam of light. Are aliens real? Yeah, they're real. Okay, I gotta remember I'm not in Patreon. I keep mentioning Patreon. I keep forgetting I'm not over there. There is life in other parts of the. We're not alone in the universe. No, there are aliens, and there are aliens on Earth, but they're like in the water. They've been here. They're in the water. They're aquatic. They're amphibious. You know how the Nomos from the Dogon tribe? They're like that. Not, I guess you could say mermaid, but there's okay. So there's actual mermaids. Like there are water spirits that can be called mermaids, but then there are actual like alien creatures that just so happen to live in the water. You see what I'm saying? Spirit. Someone got abducted. I'm seeing a portal. This look. I've said this before. The Ace of Pentacles is literally a doorway. It talks. If you're book reading the card, oh, opportunity, oh, new financial starts. The upside down Ace of Pentacles is literally a doorway. There's an arch in here. It's a doorway, and then this guy is moving towards the doorway. There is some beam of light in the air that sucks somebody up in it. I don't know if this is giving that movie Nope. I saw that movie Nope. That movie creeped me out. I can't see that again. Nope. I can't see that. But it's like a beam of light sucks somebody up. Spirit, when after these people got abducted, where did they go? Describe to me where they went. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. When those people got abducted, they couldn't see. Their eyes didn't work. Either their eyes got flashed and they couldn't see, or they got put. They were okay. I'm gonna say something so crazy. They ended up in another dimension somewhere, and then but I can't tell if they're back yet, or if they even came back. But I'm gonna say something. I'm not seeing someone or something causing it. It's like a portal just like a dimensional portal just opened, sucked them up, and then either spit them back out or they're still stuck somewhere. Like some shit out of Spider-Verse. Spirit, describe to me the place these people went. Describe to me the place these people went. The fact that I'm getting the Fool tells me about a new world. The Fool. A different place. Somewhere not here. And again, it talks about it. It's not. They were not abducted. They just something. I can't. I really cannot illustrate what I'm seeing. I don't know what I'm seeing. Why them? It feels like they were just there when it happened. They just happened to be there. Oh, Politiers, thank you for the hard hand. Thank you. Thanks, Daddy. Spirit. Like the back rooms, almost, yeah. It wasn't, and again, I don't want to say the word took. It's like they just but to say they were took means that someone was behind it. I don't see a someone or something behind it. It's just an occurrence. You know how a thunderstorm happens? It just happened. I don't see alien life. I've thrown cards about aliens. But again, aliens would read like people. There's something. There's no intelligence behind this. Fool. There's no. It's an occurrence. It's like the weather. You know how you don't make the weather? The weather just happens. It's like some flash of light just happened in that area, and the people over there just happen to be over there. I'm not actually don't. I have so many backlogs of videos. This got to go in the backlog. I'm actually intrigued now. I'm actually intrigued, but I'm not going to do it now because I'm running out of time, and I actually got to stay on the timetable. All right. In spirit, the people that got sucked up in that portal or that light, where are they now? Where are the people that got sucked up in that portal? Where are they now? they may be. I'm gonna tell you something. What happened to them when they came back? They got depressed. They got depressed. I'm gonna say something. I think wherever they went, they felt a sense of euphoria. This might sound crazy. I'm gonna have to dedicate a reading on this. I may be off base. Wherever they went, they felt a sense of euphoria because you know why? You know what this reminds me of? Did anyone in here watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Do y'all remember when she died and went to heaven, but then they resurrected her and she got mad that she came back because she was in heaven and she was in paradise, but now she's back on Earth? That's almost like how these people were. They got depressed when they came back, and I'm seeing 2 or 3 people. They got depressed when they came back. All right. I think that's going to be it. We're going to transition it into the 3 question readings, or into single question readings. We're going to go for about a half hour. We're only going to go for 30 minutes. I'm not going to start my timer yet. I'm going to let y'all know when I start my timer, but I want to give what I want to start doing on these live streams is that every stream I want to give a piece of spiritual advice, because I'm noticing a lot of things that come up in readings and stuff that comes up with clients and things I encounter. Why don't you do cash apps? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Give me 1 second, actually. Give me 1 second. I'll do a cash app next time. Because that's my personal cash app. It has my legal information on it. I don't want that. I don't want that out. So, well, we're not gonna do that. But here's the So here's the piece of advice I want to give y'all, right? So one thing that it keeps coming up in my I'm only gonna be a few minutes. We're gonna get to the readings. I just want to give this out. So one thing that keeps coming up in my readings and with clients is this idea of dreams, right? A lot of times I get bookings and I get questions about people wanting me to decipher their dreams for them, which I'm more than happy to do. But I want to tell y'all something. I'm saying this because 95% of my clients are women. When a lot of y'all women dream, a lot of y'all are really just recounting things that happened in y'all past. A lot of there is something with dreams where we're meant to learn something, and even in those dreams you're meant to learn something, but they're not literal. You see what I'm trying to say? And I'm really gonna try to not get hype about it because it really does. It's because it's almost like if okay. Please forgive me if this comes across as rude. Y'all really be coming to me for readings because some nigga you fucked 5 years ago you had a dream about, and you want me to tell you, are you meant to be with that? No. Why would you need a psychic to tell you that? No. So because this dust bucket nigga named Jamar Quavius was fucking the pink out your pussy 5 years ago and dipped you, you're gonna then come to me 5 years later and ask me to throw cards on whether or not, oh, a black hound, I had a dream that this dust bucket nigga that I was fucking, he beat my back out and he gave me a good, I had a dream. So you come to me, pay me $50 to tell me you had a dream, you MLK ass bitches. Like, are you kidding me? It's, do you see what I'm trying to say? I had a dream. You know what I mean? Oh, my fault. I won't ask about. Hey, listen. If you come to me talking about you have a dream, I'm a read for you. I'm a still do the reading for you because sometimes y'all dreams be legit. But for the vast majority, y'all know that dude that was fucking the pink out your pussy 12 months ago was not your soulmate. I'm sorry. So don't tell me that you had a dream. Let me tell you something. I be having dreams too. I had a dream 5 nights ago that I was beating the back out of Tyreek Withers. I don't even like Tyreek Withers, but in the dream he smelled good and I was beating the back out of that nigga, that half nigga. I'm telling you, I was beating the back out of him and I was so mad I woke up. What do I look like going to a reader talking about, hi Miss Psychic Lady, hey Miss Cleo, where's my Miss Cleo deck? Where the fuck is my Miss Cleo? Hey, Miss Cleo. I'm gonna come to you for a reading. Yeah, me and this act, I was beating the back out of Tyreek Withers. Miss Cleo, call me now. Miss Cleo, can you tell me if me and Tyreek Withers are meant to be together? I swear to God, because I had a dream. I was beating his back out. We gotta be together, right? Right, Miss Cleo? And Miss Cleo was like, no, that you're just a freak, and you probably saw him in a magazine somewhere. And you thought he was fine. That's it. Oh, okay. Then what if I? But then what some of y'all would do be like, no, Miss Cleo, I had a dream, and I had multiple dreams. You see what I'm trying to say? I was so mad that I was beating the back out of Tyreek Withers and I woke the fuck up. I had a dream that I was fucking the 12% of black out of that nigga. You see what I'm trying to say? But it's not real. You see what I'm trying to say? But yeah. And he smelled good in that dream. I like my dreams are vivid as hell. Like he smelled good. I'm telling you, I was mad as fuck when I woke up. I don't know what his percentage is. I'm just making up numbers. I don't know what I don't know what that I don't know what the ratio making up of that nigga is. All right. So let's get to the single question readings. All right.